Wow. So this is a safe house that I made. Um, it's meant to be like some kind of like underground fancy bunker type deal. Yeah. So yeah, so you got this kind of inset fucking uh lounge area or whatever. You got gun walls on guns. Yeah, so it's pretty sick. This texture is custom texture. I didn't make it though. The foam, I mean, it's gun foam that you usually see in like gun cases. I actually ripped this texture from Splinter Cell Conviction. So yeah, but it works. It looks too damn good. Like they made a really good texture, and it's on a infinite loop basically. So it's all yeah. So yeah, looks good. Looks good. You got over here. Uh, this bunker's like sustainable. Energy sustainable. Got some big ass generator and shit. So you got your like laundry room right here and shit. When you come down here, and you got your generator, and yeah. You got storage for, presumably like, fucking food and stuff. Um, these are water gallons, barrels, not gallons. This would probably be like food storage and shit. You got like three fucking giant ass freezers and stuff like that. You got some guns and stuff right here, some ammo guns. Here you got like a miscellaneous, like it could be like anything from like food to fucking supplies, whatever you needed to live. So you got like your little, uh, I mean, you could last in here for a very, very long time, basically. You go over here. Dude's a little OCD. So you go over here and it's like, well, this is a big place, right? So how many people is this supposed to fit? A lot. You could fit a good amount, I guess. Um, Thinking about maybe making the kitchen a little bit more modern and cool looking. Although a lot of bunkers and shit, like if you actually look up real pictures, they're kind of very simple with like a lot of prefab counter and just really cheap shit in it. But this is an expensive bunker, obviously. So here, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this area. It's just kind of like I wanted to fucking make this area for some reason, just cause. And I don't know if I'm gonna keep it because it doesn't make a lot of sense. I guess it could be like a little lounge area. So like when you wake up after the apocalypse from your little bunk bed, yeah, you can like chill here and have your fucking coffee that you made or some shit. And so yeah, I mean it's oh yeah, here's the safe room door. It always bothered me that like you're gonna have a safe room and shit, but it's only bars. Like that'd be scary as shit having zombies like out here with like only bars. Nah, this has bulletproof glass with it, so it's actually safe. So yeah, don't mind the dead bodies out there. So yeah, this is the safe house. You got a bunch of TVs. I forgot to mention. They look kind of weird to me. I don't know what's going on with that. It's yeah. It's the corners. It's the corners. That's not how I made the TVs. That's like a glitch. Like that right there is a glitch. So yeah. Um this is the bunker. I think the wall is like the fucking sickest shit out there. How do I do that? I forgot how to like slow this fucking thing down. But yeah. Um so yeah, this wall is like the sickest thing out there. I haven't seen anything like it, but then again, I haven't played this game in a long time. Um I just think it's really cool. It's realistic, I guess. It looks just like a grand It's kind of like the center, not the centerpiece of the room. I don't know what the fuck you call it, but it's fucking sick. All right, you know, and I did this whole box Glock thing, like box full of Glocks. Like that's fucking sick. I always liked the sidearm of the Glock, you know, other than like I think they use a Glock and a SIG. That I think that's a SIG. I always preferred the Glock over that, like the look of it. So in the editor, you can actually just choose this, even though in the real game you can't ever have just a Glock unless it's a modded type deal. Yeah, I also did the variants of the skins from the new update that they had on some of these, like that. I'm using like some of the new skins that they have. You can also choose that from the editor if that makes sense, like that AK, and then that AK, and then that AK. It's like fucking green. Yeah, so I did that just to have the same guns and stuff, but to change it up so you're not looking at the exact same gun. Because I don't think there's enough guns in this game to fill like a nice wall like this, so I had to reuse them, but had the different skins and stuff. Oh yeah, here's a little trick to do if you have a bunch of guns. You can actually stand them up like that. That's like a military thing. Yeah, so it's a kind of a cool it's kind of a cool bunker. Kind of big. I always liked the idea of making a safe room that was just a big, like if this was ever used in a real map, you're not telling me that like having you go into a safe room and then when the map progresses and then you spawn in the same safe room again, you're telling me that the players that are in here won't be like, oh, I'm just gonna go outside and fucking progress through the level. No, they're gonna look around the safe room, especially if you spread supplies out throughout the safe room. It's gonna force them to like walk around it and stuff and explore it, and it be beneficial. You know, like that. I just think it'd be a very cool aspect to the game to have a big safe room like that, because usually all the safe rooms are like generally one room. I think in the campaigns of Left 4 Dead they do sometimes change it up a little bit, like the safe room in the church. They have that was a multi-level where the bottom story of that church safe room was useless. Like there was no way out, but you could climb down there anyways. I remember when I was young playing on Xbox, I always found that to be kind of a cool thing to have a bunch of space that was safe, I guess. From my understanding, the editor will let you designate any space you want as a safe room through the nav editor. So technically, you could go through here and edit all the nav and designate it a safe room. So it'd be a big safe room. And especially having like all the gun. This would have to be maybe like a last safe room in like the last level of your campaign, because it has all the guns here. So if you don't want to really progress, you don't really want to give them this in like the second level. This would be like the crescendos out there to end the campaign, and so you're like, oh, let's fucking let's do this thing, and you can choose anything you want, or whatever whatever would be good. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of cool, kind of not, whatever.